A pleasant good afternoon from Dempsey Field in Albion. We're about set for an Albion College softball doubleheader, the last home doubleheader of the season. Adrian comes to town for a Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association doubleheader. I'm Bobby Lee, Albion's Sports Information Director. Sometimes you might hear the voice of Ava Smith, our public address announcer at the field. And Albion looking for its first conference victory of the season. The Britons 0-12 in league play, 7-29 overall. Adrian comes in 5-7 in the league, 17-15 overall. Earlier this week on Monday, Albion took on Hope College, two tightly contested ball games. Hope coming away with 4-3 and 4-1 victories over Albion. If you have your scorebook ready, let's give you the Adrian lineup for game number one. Leading off, playing left field, Madison Buddy. Hope Kapolansky, the catcher, bats second. Batting third, the shortstop, Krista Lynch. Paige Cubberly pitching, she will bat fourth. The designated player, Katie Connolly, batting fifth. Kylene Wilson plays first base. She will bat sixth. Infinity Rogers, batting seventh, playing third base. Elena Maxud, playing right field. She'll bat eighth. And Destiny Rogers, second base. She will bat ninth. In the flex position is center field, Jalen DeForest. So Ava Smith will announce the lineups here at the field, and then I'll be back with you for the play-by-play right after this. Albion College Sports Information Director Bobby Lee welcomes you back to Dempsey Field in Albion. We get set for the start of this MIAA softball doubleheader between Adrian and Albion. Morgan Deckrow, first year from Davison, Michigan, will start for Albion in the circle. She's 6-14 this season with a 6.01 ERA. In 110 2/3 innings, Deckrow has allowed 114 runs on 173 hits. She's allowed 40 walks. She has struck out 34. Opponents hitting .356 against Deckrow. The rest of the Albion defense. Lauren Boer, the catcher, completes the battery. Tazi Martinez at first base. Casey Rossi at second base. Claudia Sabashnik at shortstop. Rebecca Rodriguez at third base. In the outfield, it's Savannah Spring in left field. Haley Maynard in center. Skylar Herman in right. Madison Buddy will lead it off for Adrian. And the first pitch at 2:57. So we get started a bit early today. Nothing wrong with that. Madison Buddy is a junior from Novi. The 1-0 pitch is left outside for ball two. Madison Buddy hitting .262. 16 hits and 61 at-bats. 2 doubles, a triple, a home run, 11 driven in. There's a strike. It's 2 balls and a strike. Brielle Brown handles the scorebook. Brandon Fisher, the scoreboard. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. And here for quality control, the former Albion middle blocker, Marie Pergenzer. Keeping an eye on Brielle and Ava. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The other doubleheaders today, Kalamazoo plays at Calvin, and the battle for first place in the MIAA, Trine at Hope. Lined foul, left side, and the ball falls. Savannah Spring made chase, but did not get there in time. Sunny skies. Temperature about 61 degrees as Buddy leans over the plate and sends it softly foul to the first base side of the field. And Greg Polnazik went to Holland last night for the men's lacrosse game.
I wanted to go.
We should have made a road trip out of it.
Yeah, I wanted to go.
The 2-2 pitch is left up above the letters. 3 balls and 2 strikes. In men's lacrosse, well, Albion battled Hope for first place in the MIAA and came away with a 9-8 loss in overtime. The payoff pitch, grounded to Sabashnik. She knocks it down, and her throw not in time. Let's see how the official scorer, they'll call that a base hit to the shortstop. So
Number 19, Hope Kapelansky.
the single by Buddy, Hope Kapelansky, the catcher, comes to the plate.
Oh, I know what I did. I said Doug Forrest instead of Doug Forrest.
Grounded to Sabashnik. Her throw. Kapelansky is out 6-3 as Buddy advances to second base.
Now batting, number 42, Krista Lynch.
Krista Lynch, the shortstop. A senior from Ypsilanti, attended Ann Arbor Huron High School. A .291 hitter. 30 hits, 103 at-bats. The pitch left outside for ball 1. Krista Lynch, 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 17 driven in this season. The 1-0 pitch in the air. Left side, foul territory. Claudia Sabashnik calls and makes the catch. 2 out. Paige Cubberly, the pitcher. a senior from Toledo, Ohio, hitting .315 with 13 doubles. And sent to center. And right at Haley Maynard. One hit, one left on for Adrian in the first inning. Albion coming to bat. And let's give you the Albion lineup. Leading off and playing right field, Skylar Herman. Batting second, playing second base, Casey Rossi. The pitcher batting third, Morgan Deckrow. The designated player batting cleanup, Grace Connolly. Tazi Martinez, first base, will bat fifth. Lauren Boer, the catcher, batting sixth. Rebecca Rodriguez, third base, bat seventh. Claudia Sabashnik, shortstop, batting eighth. Savannah Spring, left field, she'll round out the lineup. So one more time for the Brits. Herman in right, Rossi at second, Deckrow pitching. Connolly, the DP, Martinez at first, Boer catching. And the bottom third, Rodriguez at third, Sabashnik at short, Savannah Spring in left field. Paige Cubberly pitching for Adrian College. Paige Cubberly, 9-4 this season. She's making her 10th start. A 3.37 ERA. In 74 2/3, Cubberly has allowed 45 runs, 96 hits, 12 walks, 39 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .311 against Cubberly. Skylar Herman had 3 doubles in the doubleheader against Hope College on Monday. Skylar has 11 doubles this season. Skylar batting .310. And Paige Cubberly is set. Skylar Herman, the junior from Union City, delivers a off-speed strike. That's what I have in the program. Skylar's a junior, or she? Yeah. Oh, she's a first year. I apologize. And the pitch, 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll have to get that corrected. Skylar Herman, a first-year student. The pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. The catcher for Adrian, Hope Kapolansky. The 2-1 is left outside for ball 3. Adrian got a leadoff single from Madison Buddy in the first. She was stranded at second. The 3-1 is a called strike. Looked low and away to me, but Linda Hoover, our home plate umpire, rings Herman up for strike 2. The 3-2 pitch sent over the left fielder's head to the fence. Skylar Herman is on her way for a stand. She'll slide in for a double.
Now batting, number 8, Casey Rossi.
Herman got that over the head of Madison Buddy in left field, and Skylar has herself another double. Casey Rossi, a bunt, taken by the first base. The second base, Destiny Rogers, was on first, so the sack, 3-4, advances Herman to third base with 1 out for Morgan Deckrow. Deckrow, a first-year student from Davison. Deckrow hitting .321 this season. A delay on the field while we wait for Madison Buddy to get her visor fixed on right. So Deckrow, a .321 hitter. 18 hits, 56 at-bats. The pitch low for ball 1. Deckrow, 9 RBI this season. She's got a teammate standing at third base. That's Skylar Herman. Off the end of the bat, foul. Kind of an excuse me swing by Decro. She was not confident about swinging, and she sends a ground ball foul down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive to the shortstop. Krista Lynch thought about throwing to third base, but Herman gets back in time.
Now batting, number 24, Grace Connolly.
So the designated player, Grace Connolly, is Albion's 2-out hope with Skylar Herman standing on third base. The pitch low and inside for ball 1. Grace Connolly hitting .214, 21 hits and 91 at-bats. She does have power with 4 home runs. The catcher, Kapolansky, sets up on the outside corner. The pitch comes there, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grace Connolly, 26 runs batted in this season. She hits it off the end of her bat foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you'd like to contact me here at Dempsey Field, send your email to B as in boy, LEE @albion.edu. You can check me out on Twitter, Bobby Lee SID. As Connolly, a swing and a miss. The Britons get a hit and strand the runner at third base. We've played an inning. No score between Adrian and Albion in game number 1. Swing and a miss. The Britons get a hit and strand the runner at third base. We've played an inning. No score between Adrian and Albion in game. Bobby Lee back with you from Dempsey Field in Albion. Katie Connolly, the designated player, leading off for Adrian. First pitch, hacking, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Katie Connolly, a first-year student from Westland, Michigan. Dearborn Divine Child alum. In the air towards center field. Running over toward left center is Haley Maynard. She makes the catch. 1 down in the Adrian second inning. Kylene Wilson, the first base, is the batter.
Batting, number 5, Kylene Wilson.
Wilson, a junior from Windsor, Ontario. And in the air, deep and gone. The home run by Kylene Wilson. Her first of the season, her 4th RBI of the season. And Adrian off to the 1-0 lead in game number 1. Infinity Rogers, the junior from Sand Creek, Michigan, now batting.
Now batting, number 28, Infinity Rogers.
Rogers hitting .333. Pitch left just outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is left up high for ball 2. Erin Vandervlucht usually pitches game 2 for Albion, but she is working in the bullpen down the left side. Ball 3 to Rogers with Elena Maxud waiting to hit. The 3-0 pitch. That's the get-me-over fastball. It's 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Grounded foul, third base side. Decro comes back with back-to-back strikes. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch to Rogers. In the air, right side. Long run for Skylar Herman. She's not able to get there. We'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Marlon Martin joining us here today, and Marlon was asking us what the middle outfielder was. He was kind of talking in that football lingo, looking for the middle linebacker. The payoff pitch, left outside, ball 4. Rogers draws the walk. First walk issued by Morgan Decro. Elena Maxud batting, a sophomore from Clinton, Michigan.
Now batting number 9, Elena Maxud.
She's batting .241 this season. The pitch left outside. 1 away in the Adrian half of the second inning. Kylene Wilson homers over the right center fence. And Adrian on top 1-0. Pitch clips the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1, grounded foul, sharply grounded foul. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Infinity Rogers drew a walk. She stands at first base. The 1-2 pitch gets away from Boer, and that sends Rogers to second base on the wild pitch. Also in action in Albion Athletics today, women's tennis against St. Mary's. The 2-2 is fouled on the press box. As Elena Maxud taking target practice right at us. The 2-2 pitch left low and away. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch, grounded. Rossi fielding, firing, getting the runner. The runner tries to come home, and she comes home. So 4-3 the putout. But the Britons were not aware of Infinity Rogers, and she comes around from second base to score. It's 2-0. Adrian on top.
Now batting number 26.
Destiny Rogers, the number 9 batter in the order, comes to the plate. Sent in the air right at Savannah Spring for the lineout. But Adrian scores 2 runs on 1 hit. Nobody left on base after an inning and a half. It's Adrian 2, Albion no score. Bobby Lee back with you from Dempsey Field in Albion. Tassi Martinez, Lauren Boer, Rebecca Rodriguez due up for the Brits. Adrian scoring twice in the top of the second to take a 2-0 lead over Albion in game number 1.
Batting number 20, Tassi Martinez.
Pitch left down low for ball 1. Martinez leads the team with a .333 batting average, 33 for 99. There's a strike at the belt. It's a ball and a strike. Tassi has 6 doubles, 2 home runs, 18 driven in. The 1-1 grounded to the shortstop Lynch. The throw to Wilson to get Martinez by a step. Lauren Boer, the catcher, a sophomore from Merrill, Michigan.
Number 9, Lauren Boer.
Hitting .300, 30 hits, 100 at-bats, 6 doubles, a home run, 9 driven in. Boer swings through the fastball for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Carly Schwartz, and it looks like Paige Dredge from the women's lacrosse team on hand. And here comes Alexis Robinson as well. The 0-2 pitch left up high for ball 1. Women's lacrosse, the Britons are going to play for the MIAA Championship on Friday at St. Mary's. The 1-2. Lined, sinking, and a nice catch by Maxwood in right field. Sinking line drive, but Maxwood makes the catch. Rebecca Rodriguez, junior from K-Pac, Michigan. Rodriguez batting .267. Ball 1 just outside. Two out in the Albion half of the second inning. That pitch left outside and low. 2 balls and no strikes. The Albion baseball team in action at home tomorrow. 2 o'clock doubleheader against Hope College. The 2-0 pitch, lined foul to the screen, first base side of the field. 2 balls and a strike. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow. We'll get started about 1:45 for Albion College baseball. The 2-1 pitch, off the end of the bat, foul to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then on Friday night, it's the men's lacrosse senior night, 7 o'clock against Adrian, the 2-2. Fouled again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out in the Albion half of the second. Deuces are wild at Dempsey Field. Last day of the classes for the semester tomorrow. The pitch missing the letters, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Friday is a study day called Reading Day, and then final exams start on Saturday. The payoff pitch, fouled again. Commencement is a week from Saturday. And the payoff pitch. Ball 4. Rebecca Rodriguez coaxes the 2-out walk. First walk by Paige Cubberly. Claudia Sabashnik, the batter.
Number 5, Claudia Sabashnik.
And Cubberly missing. Ball 1. Sabashnik hitting .113, 9 hits and 80 at-bats. There's a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is lined foul. Sposhnik had the right idea. She just didn't hit it fair. The 1-2 pitch. Again, fouled. Albion has the pace of the Paige Cubberly pitches. Now they need to put it in fair territory, put the ball in play. The 1-2 pitch. Lined, right side, and a nice running catch in foul territory by Maxwood. No runs, no hits. A runner left on base after 2. It's Adrian 2. Albion no score in game 1. Adrian College sends the top of its order up against Morgan Decrow for the 3rd inning. Madison Buddy singled her first time up, and she takes ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. Buddy was swinging up about the letters, and the pitch came in about her belt. Buddy looked like she was completely fooled by the last pitch. The 1-1 pitch is fouled back to the screen. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two runs, 2 hits for Adrian. No runs, 1 hit for Albion. The 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball to Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes a couple of steps, fires across to Tazi Martinez for the out. Hope Kapelanski grounded to short her first time up.
Now batting, number 19, Hope Kapelanski.
Kapelanski, line drive right at Savannah Spring for the out. Kapelanski hit it on the button, but right at Savannah Spring. Krista Lynch fouled out to the shortstop her first time up. She is the 2-out batter for Adrian.
Krista Lynch.
Lynch takes ball 1, low and away. Pitch hits Lynch. And Lynch takes her base. Paige Cubberly will hit. She flied out to center her first time up.
Now batting, number 27, Paige Cubberly.
The first pitch fouled to the screen for strike one. And the 0-1 pitch is lined over the head of Saboshnik and into short right center. Lynch stops at second. The single by Cubberly. The inning continues for Katie Connolly, the designated player.
Now batting, number 14, Katie Connolly.
Connolly flied out to center, her first time up. Connolly clutches the bat, the pitch, high and away for ball one. 2-0 Adrian, third inning, game number one. The 1-0 pitch, fouled to the screen, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. And that misses for ball two. The 2-1 pitch. Lined into left field. They'll send the runner. The throw cut off by Martinez. RBI single to left by Connolly. A 3-0 Adrian lead, and here comes assistant or head coach Leanne Lefebvre Austin. She'll talk to Morgan Decro.
Did she just get married? Is that why it's also at the end?
Coach Lefebvre got married prior to last season, so that would have been the summer of 17.
What are these? Oh, yeah, you couldn't. Oh, cichlids. What are they? Cichlids?
Linda Hoover, the home plate umpire, comes out to break up the meeting. Here comes the Adrian coach with her lineup card.
Oh, they're chocolate.
So let's see what Adrian has planned right now.
There's some people.
Looks like Connolly, the runner at first base. So DeForest will run here. So DeForest has moved up from the flex position to be the pinch runner.
Is there a, wait, the pinch up, do I just say? Oh, pinch hitter is just Jay.
Waiting a 2-1 pitch to Kylene Wilson. In the air, right field, Skylar Herman in foul territory makes the catch. So for Adrian, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left on base. It's 3-0 Adrian in game number 1. Bobby Lee back with you from Dempsey Field and Albion. Savannah Spring then back to the top of the order to Skylar Herman and Casey Rossi. The Britons trailing 3-0 as they come to bat in the third.
Number 6, Savannah Spring.
The Britons stranded runners in each of the first 2 innings. The first pitch from Cubberly is grounded past the second baseman and past a diving attempt by the shortstop. Adrian College brought second baseman Destiny Rogers to practically where she was standing next to the pitcher, Paige Cubberly. All Savannah Spring had to do was put a bouncer over the head of Destiny Rogers. And then Krista Lynch made a diving attempt, but she was unable to come up with it. And Savannah Spring has the single. Skylar Herman doubled her first time up. Herman takes ball 2. Skylar Herman has 4 doubles in the last 3 games. So maybe it's Briton rally time. Popped her up. Krista Lynch stands under it, makes the catch, 1 down. Casey Rossi, a sacrifice, her first time up.
Now batting, number 8, Casey Rossi.
The pitch taken for a strike. And a pop-up foul. It's no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch left low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rossi down on strikes. That is the second strikeout for Paige Cubberly.
Number 21, Morgan Deckrow.
2 out, Morgan Deckrow. She lined out to the shortstop. And she puts it in play. Sinking liner taken by left field Madison Buddy. 1 hit. 1 left on for Albion in the 3rd inning. Still 3-0 Adrian after 3 in game number 1. Infinity Rogers walked and scored her first time up. She leads off the 4th inning. For Adrian, the Bulldogs leading Albion 3-0 in game number 1. The pitch left low and away for ball 1. Don't forget, you can reach out to me at the press box, blee@albion.edu. The 1-0 pitch to Rogers. Missing, ball 2. All of a sudden, the bright sunshine we started with has gone away. It's cloudy overhead. The 2-0 pitch, a swing and a miss, 2-1. As Brandon Fisher says, it's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. As earlier we were talking about whether we were Disney Channel fans or Nickelodeon fans. The 2-1 pitch. Lined, left field, Savannah Spring can't come up with it. It's off the fence. And Infinity Rogers has a leadoff double.
Now batting, number 9, Elena Maxson.
Elena Maxud grounded to second base, her first time up. And that is lined in the gap, and that's trouble. Here comes Infinity Rogers. She will score back-to-back doubles by Adrian. It's a 4-0 Adrian lead in the fourth.
Now batting, number 26, Destiny Rogers.
Destiny Rogers lined to left. 4 runs on 6 hits in game number 1 for Adrian. The pitch left outside for ball 1. Adrian scored twice in the second, once in the third, once here in the fourth. A ground ball to Rodriguez. Rogers is out. Maxwood advances to third. Back to the top of the order to Madison Buddy.
Now batting, number 22, Madison Buddy.
Buddy has singled and grounded out to third base. Buddy missing low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Grounded to Saboshnik. She knocks it down but has no play. Maxwood comes in to score the RBI for Buddy. And it's a 5-0 Adrian lead.
Now batting, number 19, Hope Capital.
An error charged to Saboshnik as Kapelanski pops up to second base for the out. So give Buddy the RBI. She reaches on the error by Saboshnik. Krista Lynch is the batter. Bobby Lee back with you from Dempsey Field and Albion. Grace Conley, Tassi Martinez, Lauren Boer do up. The Britons in a 5-0 hole. Paige Coverly delivers ball 1 to Connolly. Connolly struck out her first time up. There's a strike on the inner third. The Adrian parents starting to line up the between-game buffet for the Bulldogs. The pitch clips the outside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And that's well outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Connolly taps it foul to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Athletic Hall of Famer Melissa Washburn joining us at the ballpark today. The 2-2 is in the air, and another sliding catch by Elena Maxud. That time in right center to rob
Now batting.
Grace Connolly of the hit.
Tassi Martinez.
Elena Maxud has made a few good plays out there in right field for the Bulldogs. She had very good stats back in the day. There's a called strike to Tassi Martinez. She grounded out to short her first time up.
Really?
The pitch left outside, a ball and a strike. The pitch fouled back to the screen. It's a ball and 2 strikes. I guess back in the day it would be hard to tell you what Wash did not play, but she was basketball, softball for sure. 1-2 has popped up, and nobody called it. Give Martinez the single behind the pitcher's circle. Albion's
Now up. Number 9.
third hit of the game.
Boer.
And now Lauren Boer bats a runner aboard with 1 out. The Britons trying to come back from a 5-0 deficit. Boer takes the pitch low and away for ball 1. The catcher, Kapolansky, came up and she took a look at Martinez, the base runner, at first. A lined foul to the screen. It's a ball and a strike. 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors for Adrian. No runs, 3 hits, and an error for Albion. In the air to left field, but Buddy goes back and makes the catch. 2 down. Rebecca Rodriguez walked her first time up.
Now batting. Number 7. Rebecca Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, a soft line drive taken by Destiny Rogers, and the Britons are out in the 4th inning. No runs, 1 hit, and the runner left on base. After 4, Adrian leading Albion 5-0 in Game 1. We move to the 5th inning of game number 1.
For Adrian, number 42, Lynch.
Krista Lynch, Paige Cubberly, and then the designated player spot due up for the Bulldogs. Lynch was not fooled by the first pitch. Lynch jumped all over that last pitch and sent it foul, left side and out of play. The 0-1 pitch, and that's left in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Krista Lynch, 0 for 1. She was hit by a pitch and came around to score in the 3rd inning. The off-speed pitch, left up high. 2 balls and a strike to Adrian's leadoff batter in the 5th inning. Line drive, 1 hop, and then Casey Rossi watched as the ball spun away from her. Unfortunately, Casey Rossi didn't charge and catch the softball in the air. And then the ball bounced on the dirt and took just a bad hop, some unusual spin. Give Krista Lynch the single. Hit number 7 for Adrian. Paige Cubberly takes ball 1. The 1-0 left well outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, so DeForest will stay in, and she will be the... The 2-1 pitch popped up over the screen as the women's lacrosse team admires the foul ball as it goes over the stands. The 2-2 pitch swung on center field, off the top of the fence. Here comes Lynch. Here comes the throw home. Lynch slides in a triple by Cubberly, and it's a 6-0 Adrian lead. Paige Cubberly missed a home run by inches as it hit off the top of the fence. Jalen DeForest will bat after this Albion meeting at the Circle, as if Adrian scores 2 more runs in this inning, Albion would have to answer in the bottom of the 5th to stay alive. DeForest takes the first pitch for ball 1. DeForest came on to run for designated player Katie Connolly in the 3rd, and she stays in the lineup. DeForest takes a strike. It's 1-1. DeForest at the plate this season, hitting .111, 1 hit in 9 at-bats. The 1-1 is left high and away, 2 balls and a strike, and right now Morgan Decaro needs to get tough. The 2-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 3. Kylene Wilson stands in the on-deck circle for the Bulldogs. And the 3-1 pitch, missing low and inside, and Adrian with 2 on, runners at the corners with nobody out.
Number 5, Kylene Wilson.
So now it's Kylene Wilson. She hit a home run in the second inning, and she's also flied out in foul territory to right field. Runner on the move, but nobody was at second base, so an easy stolen base for DeForest. The 1-0 pitch is left outside, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. There's ball 3. Infinity Rogers stands in the on-deck circle for Adrian. Nobody out, 5th inning. Adrian leading Albion 6-0 with 2 aboard. And there's the walk to load the bases. Infinity Rogers, 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored. Rogers walked and scored in the second, doubled and scored in the fourth. The 1-0 pitch, left up high for ball 2. So all of a sudden, Morgan Deckrow is going to have to throw a strike. She walked Kylene Wilson on 4 pitches. Ball 3. Six nothing Adrian in game number 1. Bases loaded, the 3-0 pitch. Ball 4, the RBI on the walk. Infinity Rogers, the RBI on the walk. Paige Cubberly scores. It's a 7-0 Adrian lead. The base is still loaded. Leanne Lefebvre Austin has gone out to try to settle Morgan Deckrow down. Adrian has scored in 4 of the 5 innings. Adrian did not score in the first, but has scored in the second, third, fourth, and now the 5th. Albion needs to get somebody out. DeForest, the runner at third, Wilson at second, Infinity Rogers at first. Elena Maxud is the batter.
Now batting, number 9, Elena Maxud.
And Maxud is 1 for 2. She's grounded to second base, and she hit an RBI double and scored in the 4th. The pitch. There's a strike at the letters on the outside corner.
Oh my God.
The 1-strike pitch. Line drive, and that will fall in front of Albion's Haley Maynard. 2 runs will score. So give Maxud a single with 2 RBI. She advances to second on the throw. DeForest and Wilson both scored to make it should be a it is 9-0 as the pitch is fouled over the backstop. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
I know. So Albion will bat again to see if they can get scores, and when they're done, when they get 3 outs, we're done.
The bunt laid down but foul. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch left outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. As Rogers leaned out over the plate, she sends a fly ball to right. That's a sacrifice fly, RBI. As Infinity Rogers scores to make it 10-0. Maxud advances to third base. So we'll have somebody batting for Madison Buddy. Ashley Lennington.
Now pinch hitting, number 3, Ashley Winnington. So helpful there, Tiger.
So Ashley Lennington batting in place of Madison Buddy. Lennington, a junior from Southfield, Michigan. Lennington batting .222 this season. She showed bunt and believe she fouled it back.
Is that card in the gray?
The 2-strike pitch. Lennington softly hit, but the pitcher did not field it, and it's a base hit for Lennington. Natalia Unin will bat in place of Kapelansky. And there's a wild pitch that gets away from Lauren Boer. And here comes Leanne Lefebvre, and this should be the day for Morgan Decro. Decro will give up the ball, and she'll hand it over to Desiree Waddle. Natalia Unin still up to bat as Desiree Waddle takes over at pitcher for Albion. The first pitch low for ball 2. It's 11-0 Adrian, a 6-run 5th inning. The pitch up high for ball 3. 1 out in the Adrian 5th inning. The only out was a sacrifice fly by Destiny Rogers. The 3-0 pitch, a walk to Unin. McCulloch. Lauren McCulloch will bat.
Now pinch hitting for Adrian, number 30, Lauren McCulloch.
So McCulloch will hit in place of Lynch. The good news for the Britons is there are 2 games today, so maybe we'll get them in game number 2. And the pitch up high for ball 1. Runners on the corners for Adrian. And that pitch missing, high and away, ball 2. Some volley Brits on hand today. Kate Winter and Chloe Weber joining us at the ballpark today. A strike called, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. So McCulloch draws the walk. This should be Paige Cubberly.
Now batting, number 27, Paige Cubberly.
Cubberly takes a strike. Cubberly is 2 for 3 with an RBI triple in the inning. There's a ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is fouled, left side, and none of the Britons could get there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on, short left field, and that's a base hit. The RBI single for Cubberly as Lennington scores, and it's 12-0 Adrian.
Now batting, number 12, Jalen DeForest.
Now Jalen DeForest. DeForest walked and scored. Ball 1 delivered to DeForest. The pitch up high for ball 2. Bases loaded, 1 out. 7 runs in for Adrian. Bouncing ball gets past Casey Rawson into center field. That will score 2. It's a 14-0 Adrian lead. A 2-run single for DeForest. Kylene Wilson, the batter. She takes ball 1. Kylene Wilson, a home run, a walk. She has scored twice. Line drive into the left center gap. Here comes Cubberly. Here comes DeForest. It's a 16-0 Adrian lead on the 2-run double by Wilson. Should be Infinity Rogers. Katie McGarry is swinging the bat. Aaron Vandervlucht will pitch for Albion.
Now pitching for Albion, number 4, Aaron Vandervlucht.
So we'll take a break while Aaron delivers her warm-up pitches. Katie McGarry will get an opportunity to hit. A first-year player from Troy. She bats with Wilson standing on second base. The pitch down low for ball 1. Aaron Vandervlucht, the third Albion pitcher in the inning. An 11-run fifth inning for Adrian. Ball 2. Aaron Vandervlucht, a junior from Roseville, Michigan. The batter, Katie McGarry, looking for her first hit of the season. She's 0 for 2. McGarry takes ball 3. McGarry delivers a hit to left field. Wilson turns. She will score. An RBI single for Katie McGarry.
Number 7, who's number 7?
Taylor Shimp will bat.
I'm going to be so confused going back to get everyone in their spot.
Taylor Shimp will bat for Maxwood.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're keeping it because I'm literally over here. I don't know.
Taylor Shimp is 1 for 5 at the plate this season. She swings through the pitch for strike 1. Shimp, a first-year player from St. Mary's, Ohio. The pitch left outside. Lauren Boer throws behind the runner. It looked like Tazi Martinez applied the tag in time, but the pitch. That's inside, ball 2. Line drive and under Saboshnik's glove and into left field. A base hit for Shimp. And pinch hitting for Destiny Rogers will be Allie Harry.
Number 23, Allie Harry.
Allie Harry, the pinch hitter for Adrian. She'll hit in place of Destiny Rogers, a first-year player from Waterford, Michigan. And I don't even have Allie Harry on the stat sheet. She has pitched this season for Adrian. Runners on first and second with one out, and she takes a strike. I don't think Allie Harry has come to the plate this season. The 0-1 pitch is left outside. A ball and a strike. It is 17-0. Adrian over Albion in game number 1. The 1-1 pitch. And that gets between Boer's legs, but the runners do not advance. Allie Harry, the 16th Adrian batter of the inning. And the pitch. Bouncing ball up the middle, base hit. Adrian will play station to station as McGarry will stop at third, Shimp at second, as Allie Harry delivers the single up the middle. And it'll be Ashley Lennington again.
Now batting number 3, Ashley
Lennington hitting for the second time in the inning, the 17th Adrian batter of the inning. And the pitch, ball 1.
A year ago, I had my senior night for tennis.
A 12-run fifth inning. Just one out, bases loaded.
What?
The pitch left low and away, ball 2.
I like tennis. I'm not very good at it, but I like it a lot. It's fun.
The 2-0 pitch. That's ball 3 inside.
Who's number 16? He said not ready.
And there's a strike. It's 3 balls and a strike. Adrian has Sam Jakowiak in the on-deck circle. Ball 4, the walk. A walk, an RBI for Lennington. Katie McGarry scores. It's 18-0 Adrian. As Sam Jakowiak will now bat.
Number 16, Sam Jankovic.
Sam Jankowiak. Yep.
Obviously, Chase wanted me to tell you that he's watching your live stream and said you're doing great.
And the pitch. Want to say hi to Ava Smith's boyfriend, Chase Knopf, who's watching the stream today. It's 18-0 Adrian over Albion. Ground ball, base hit. That will score 1. It's 19-0. The RBI single for Jankowiak.
All right, number 30. Who's number 30 again?
Number 30 is Lauren McCulloch.
Now batting number 30, Lauren McCulloch.
As Taylor Shimp just scored on the last play. Allie Harry, the base runner, at third. Ashley Lennington at second. Now Jankowiak at first. As the batter is Lauren McCulloch. She takes ball 1. So Adrian now batting for the 3rd time in the 5th inning.
We're being very bad.
Either that or Adrian just would like to save some of these runs for game number 2. The 2-0 pitch is fouled back to the screen. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-ball, 1-strike pitch coming to McCullough. Gets in the dirt, ball 3.
I love them though.
Checking out the out-of-town scoreboard, Calvin leading Kalamazoo 10-0. Ball 4. McCullough draws the bases-loaded walk to drive in a run as Allie Harry scores.
Now batting, number 27, Paige Coverly.
Paige Coverly, one of the few Bulldogs who has not been substituted for today, as she takes a strike on the outside corner. It is 20-0. Adrian on top of Albion in the 5th inning. The 1-strike pitch, Coverly sends a foul ball over the Albion dugout.
Yeah, sun came back out.
And the 0-2 pitch is left up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 15 runs for Adrian in the 5th inning. Though 1 ball, 2 strikes, and that's inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The runners on base for Adrian, Ashley Lennington. She's at third base. Sam Jankowiak is at second base. And that's a base hit up the middle. And that will score a run. It's 21-0 Adrian in game number 1. Should be Jalen DeForest, yes. Jalen DeForest.
Runner though, 17 for Coverly.
So the pinch runner for Coverly is Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell. Now pinch running for Adrian, number 17, Jamie Bell.
Oh, getting a new pitcher.
And Albion will bring not Tazi Martinez. Tazi Martinez is holding the ball. Desiree Waddle. Willow Montag will have an opportunity to pitch.
Now pitching for the Britons. Now batting, number 12, Jalen DeForest.
Willow Montag gets an opportunity to pitch, the first-year student from Indianapolis. She pitched for North Central. This is Jalen DeForest at the plate. We looked up the NCAA leaders. 31 teams have scored at least 21 runs in a Division III game so far this season. The 1-1 pitch is left outside for ball 2. If Adrian scores again, they will be one of 28 teams to score 22 in a game this season. The 1-1 pitch. Foul tip. It's a ball of 2 strikes.
Really? That's the record?
And we're at it.
We
Oh, they might break a record.
We can tell you that I don't think any MIAA team has scored 21 in a game this season. The 1-2 popped him up as Casey Rossi makes the catch. 2 down. Number 5, Kylene Wilson batting.
Now batting, number 5, Kylene Wilson.
Kylene Wilson has 3 RBI in the game, a home run and a double. She's also walked. She's 2 for 3. Line drive, base hit, and that will score the run.
That's a record. They just broke a record.
They just broke the record for most runs in an inning.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Out of all the divisions?
Yeah.
Bobby Lee.
Jankowiak scores, and Katie McGarry's the batter.
Now batting, number 32, Katie McGarry.
It's 22-0 Adrian over Albion. The pitch outside for ball 1. So again, Adrian becomes one of 28 teams in Division III to score 22 runs in a game this season. The 1-0 pitch. Missing for ball 2 as Lauren Boer comes up. Throws to third base, but McCullough gets back in time. The 2-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. A 17-run 5th inning for Adrian. The 2-1 pitch. There's strike 2 called on the outside corner. The 2-2 pitch. That bounces in for ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. The walk.
Now batting, number 7, Taylor Schimpf.
Taylor Schimpf will bat again. Bases still loaded for Adrian. It's now 23-0 on the bases loaded walk. And there's a called strike. 23 runs. Adrian becomes one of 16 Division III teams to score 23 in a game this season. There's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You really do. Like, give me a uniform.
18 runs for Adrian in the 5th inning. The 1-1 pitch. Missing, ball 2. Kylene Wilson is at second base, so the runner at third is Bell. The runner at second is Wilson. The runner at first is Katie McGarry. There's a strike. It's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul, and it'll remain 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Bobby Lee, give me a minute, some cleats. I'm on my way out there. Hey, can I come play really fast?
Game number 1, an hour and 31 minutes. The 2-2. There's ball 3. The payoff pitch upcoming to Taylor Schimpf. The 3-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, foul territory. Tazi Martinez makes the catch for Adrian in the inning. 18 runs
18 runs
on 13 hits. and 3 left on. So now we have to get the Adrian defense, so give us a few minutes to get all that, and we'll be right back with you. Claudia Saboshnik will lead it off for Albion. The Britons need a rally of epic proportions to stay alive in game number 1. As Saboshnik takes strike 1, Saboshnik fouled out to right field her first time up. Saboshnik off the end of the bat foul, 2 strikes. So for Adrian, 23 runs in the game. That will tie them for 15th most by Division III teams this season. Saboshnik, a swing and a miss. She strikes out. Albion down to its final 2 outs of game number 1.
Now batting, number 6, Savannah Springs.
Savannah Springs singled her first time up. And Savannah Spring moves up in the batter's box and takes ball 1. Yes. Again, Spring moves up in the batter's box and takes a strike. It's 1-1. Cannot thank the press box crew enough for their work here in game number 1. As Spring takes strike 2, Brielle Brown, the scorekeeper. Ava Smith, the public address announcer. Marie Pergenzer on the DJ. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Albion's down to its final 2 strikes. Brandon Fisher on the scoreboard, and Marlon Martin, he's hanging out with us today. Skylar Herman is Albion's last hope in game number 1. Skylar Herman takes a strike. Skylar is 1 for 2. She doubled her first time up. It's 23-0 Adrian. Herman takes the pitch low and away. It's a 1-1. Want to thank you for tuning in today. There's a strike. A 1-2 pitch upcoming. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And our final score in game number 1. Adrian 23, Albion nothing. Paige Coverly, the winning pitcher. Morgan Decro takes the loss. We'll have game 2 for you in about 15 to 20 minutes. I hope you'll stick around on this Wednesday afternoon. Albion Sports Information Director Bobby Lee back with you from Dempsey Field in Albion. We get set for the second game between Adrian and Albion. Natalie Mathers. Natalie Mathers will pitch for Adrian in game number 2. We get started at 5:01. Natalie Mathers is 3-7 this season, a 4.16 ERA. Skylar Herman leads it off for Albion, and it's a 1-1 count. Natalie Mathers is working with her catcher, Natalia Unin. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded foul, third base side. It's a ball, 2 strikes. Paige Cubberly, the game 1 pitcher for Adrian, moves over to first base. Destiny Rogers at second base. Krista Lynch at shortstop. Infinity Rogers at third base. Elena Maxud moves over to left field. Katie Connolly in center field. Jamie Bell in right. The 1-2 pitch. Sent foul. Left side, now to play. It would have been a home run had it stayed fair. Skylar Herman in game 1 for Albion was 1 for 3 with a double. That pitch bounces in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The final numbers in game number 1 for Adrian, 23 runs on 19 hits. The 2-2 taken for ball 3. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Herman punched out on strikes. Camille Roloff will play second base for Albion in game number 2. Roloff hitting .260. 13 hits in 50 at-bats. As Roloff takes a strike. The 0-1 pitch, left up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is left outside. It's a ball, or 2 balls and a strike to the Albion second base, Camille Roloff. The 2-1 pitch is in the air, foul, and out of play. Awaiting a 2-2 pitch to Roloff. Grounded foul will do it again. At 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The back-to-back strikeouts to start the game for Natalie Mathers.
Number 4, Aaron Vandervlucht.
Aaron Vandervlucht was one of the pitchers to work for Albion in game 1. She takes ball 1. Aaron did not record an out. She got tagged for 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks. Aaron takes a strike on the outside corner, a ball and a strike. The Albion baseball team home tomorrow, a 2 o'clock start against Hope College. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Aaron Vandervlucht threw 29 pitches in game number 1, so we'll have to see how her shoulder is feeling as we get started in game 2. The 1-2 pitch. Left just outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Conversely, the Adrian pitcher in game number 1, Paige Cubberly, needed 64 pitches to retire the Britons 23-0. The pitch sent into left field. Elena Maxwood is there. The Britons go down in order in the first inning. So let me give you the Adrian lineup for game number 2. Leading off, playing right field, Jamie Bell. Batting second, the catcher, Natalia Unin.
Oh my god, that lady's so sweet. She has a Wesley kid too. Oh my god, she's so nice.
Batting third for Adrian, playing shortstop, Krista Lynch.
Because most people are grouchy when they have to like be up.
Batting cleanup, playing first base, Paige Cubberly. Batting fifth, playing center field, Katie Connolly. The designated player batting sixth, Kylene Wilson. Batting seventh, playing third base, Infinity Rogers. Left field, batting eighth, Elena Maxwood. And playing second base, batting ninth, Destiny Rogers. The pitcher, Natalie Mathers in the flex position. In game number 1 today, Jamie Bell came on as a pinch runner. She did not bat.
Leading off for Adrian, number 17, Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell shows bunt. The pitch comes through for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Again, Bell showing bunt. That time the pitch is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adrian's leadoff batter in game number 2. The 1-1 pitch. Bell moves up in the batter's box and takes ball 2. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard as we pull up MIAA.org, the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association. The 2-1 slapping, foul ball, left side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A final score in 5 innings. Calvin defeating Kalamazoo 10-2. And Trine defeating Hope 8-1. The 2-2 pitch. Slapped over the head of Sabashnik and into left field. Jamie Bell has a leadoff single for Adrian. Natalia Unin, the catcher.
Now batting, number 34, Natalia Unin.
Unin takes ball 1. Unin walked and scored in game number 1. And you'll hear a lot about walks in game number 1. Adrian drew 9 walks, ball 2. 19 hits, 9 walks for Adrian in game number 1. The 2-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 3. And a stolen base for Jamie Bell. The 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Albion men's lacrosse celebrating senior night Friday against Adrian. A 7 o'clock start.
Merlin, don't you have a meeting in 4 minutes?
The walk to Union. Krista Lynch
Now batting number 42, Krista Lynch.
was 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored in game number 1. Lynch takes a strike. The 0-1. Inside for a ball as Lauren Boer pops up, throws behind the runner, Jamie Bell at second base. Bell gets back easily. The 1 ball, 1 strike pitch is in the air, foul. Out of play on top of the Adrian dugout. Bouncing ball to Rodriguez at third. She'll take third herself and throw across the diamond. The 5-3 double play.
Now batting number 27, Paige Coverly.
Paige Coverly now batting. Runner on second is Union. First pitch to Coverly was ball 1. And there's ball 2 outside. The 2-0 pitch in the air. Deep left center, but Savannah Spring moves over and makes the catch. For Adrian, no runs, 1 hit, and a runner left on base after an inning in game number 2. No score between Albion and Adrian. Albion batting in the second inning. Connolly, Martinez, and Boer. And a strike called. The 0-1 pitch called for strike 2. Natalie Mathers struck out a pair in the first inning. The 0-2 pitch is low, ball one. The 1-2 pitch. Connolly rips it on a line, foul, left side. Adrian had its first two batters aboard in the bottom of the first, but Krista Lynch grounded into a 5-3 double play. Rebecca Rodriguez started it. And that's how Albion got out of the inning unscathed. The 1-2 pitch in the air toward center. But Katie Connolly is there to make the catch. One out. Tazi Martinez.
Now up for the Brits, number 20, Tassie Martinez.
1 for 2 in game number 1. Looks like Grace Connolly is giving Martinez and Lauren Boer the scouting report on Natalie Mathers as she goes back to the dugout, and Martinez takes a strike. There's strike 2 called on the outside corner. The 2-strike pitch popped up, foul territory. The catcher, Natalia Yunin, pops off the mask and makes the catch. 2 down. Lauren Boer was 0 for 2 in game 1.
Now batting, number 9, Lauren Biller.
As Boer takes ball 1. Today, I believe, is what's known as the Day of Woden at Albion College. Boer takes strike 2 or ball 2 on the outside corner or outside. Tomorrow is the final day of spring semester classes as Boer, a lazy fly ball to center. Katie Connolly hauls in the can of corn. The Britons go 3 up and 3 down in the second. No score between Adrian and Albion in game number 2. Katie Connolly, Kylene Wilson, and Infinity Rogers due up for Adrian in the second inning. A defensive change for Albion. Rachel Hendershot comes in to play first base in place of Tazi Martinez. The pit count is a ball and a strike to Katie Connolly. 1 for 2 with an RBI in game one. That's left outside. 2 balls and a strike.
I said our friend is in. I know.
Wait, when do you leave, Ava?
And the pitch
Okay, bye.
bounces away from Lauren Boer. Should be 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Grounded to short. Saboshnik's throw. Dug out by Hendershot. And Kylene Wilson is the batter. She hit a home run in game number 1. She was 3 for 4.
Number 5, Kylene.
She scored 3 times and she drove in 4 runs. The off-speed pitch missing for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. In the air, short right field. And a running catch made by Skylar Herman on the sinking line drive. 2 down. Infinity Rogers.
Now batting, number 28, Infinity Rogers.
1 for 1. She drew 2 walks. She scored 3 times in game number 1. The pitch left outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. The 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. The 1-2 popped up foul territory, but Rachel Hendershot couldn't get there in front of the Adrian dugout on the first base side. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Adrian College retired in order in the second inning. No score between Adrian and Albion in game number 2.
Rodriguez.
Bobby Lee back with you from Dempsey Field and Albion. The bottom third of the order due up in the third inning. Rebecca Rodriguez, Claudia Saboshnik, and Savannah Spring. As Rodriguez takes ball one from Natalie Mathers. Rodriguez 0 for 1 in game one. She sends the last pitch to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodriguez drew Albion's only walk in game number one. Swing and a miss for strike two. And the pitch high and away for ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ripped foul on a line down the third base side. Two balls, 2 strikes to Albion's third base, Rebecca Rodriguez. Ball 3.
No, it hasn't.
A foul tip to stay alive.
Not whatsoever.
The payoff pitch is popped up. Shortstop Krista Lynch is there, 1 down.
Saboshnik.
Claudia Saboshnik, the shortstop.
Now batting number 5, Claudia Saboshnik.
Saboshnik takes a strike. Claudia 0 for 2 with a strikeout in game one. Ball 1 down low. There's a strike. It clips the outside corner. What a great day to be outside. Sunny skies, 60 degrees. The 1-2 pitch just missing for ball 2. Albion women's tennis in action today. The Britons completing the season against St. Mary's College. If we get scores, we'll pass those along. The 2-2. A one-hopper grabbed by the third baseman, and then her throw sails wide. I think that's an error on the third baseman. An error
Number 6, Savannah Spring.
on Infinity Rogers allows Saboshnik to reach base. The coach for Adrian, Ashley Marinacci, will check on Infinity Rogers, as looks like Rogers may have gotten the ball in the mug on the ground ball. Rogers says she's okay, and Marinacci will head back to the dugout. Savannah Spring will be the batter. She was 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout in game number 1. Spring takes a strike on the outside corner. After Spring, the Britons go back to the top of the lineup to Skylar Herman. Ball one left outside.
She's slapping.
Why does she always do it though? She always strikes out.
Most of the time you want.
The 1-1 popped up. The bunt was popped up. Third base side, but just out of the reach of the catcher, Natalia Unin. The 1-2 pitch is slapped to the screen on the third base side of the field. The 1-2 pitch taken for ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the third inning. No score between Adrian and Albion. Game number 2, of course. The 2-2 pitch is sent foul to the screen. Adrian scored 18 times in the 5th inning to win game 1, 23-0. The 2-2 pitch was high for ball 3. The 3-2 pitch grounded through the hole on the right side. Albion gets the hit and has 2 on with just 1 out. So Skylar Herman. Skylar was punched out on strikes her first time up. And the pitch fouled back for strike 1. So Ava Smith heads to her Spanish tutorial. Marlon Martin will take over on the public address. This is Skylar Herman, so Camille Roloff comes up next. The 1-strike pitch is sent foul, left side and out of play as Herman well ahead of the pitch that was going to tail inside. The 0-2 pitch popped up to left field. Elena Maxud runs up, makes the catch. 2 out.
Now batting, number 11, Camille Roloff.
Camille Roloff, a strikeout, her first time up. There's a called strike. That pitch left down low. It's a ball and a strike. And that pitch sent back to the screen. It's a ball, 2 strikes. 2 on with two on with 2 out for Albion in the 3rd inning. And that's popped over the backstop. So we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. As the swing, foul ball back to the screen. It's still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on. A looper to left field, but the ball hangs up for Elena Maxwood to make the catch. And that does it for the Britons. No runs. 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base. After 2.5, we're scoreless in game number 2. Elena Maxwood to lead it off for Adrian in the 3rd inning, to be followed by Destiny Rogers and Jamie Bell. Maxwood sends the first pitch foul and out of play to the left side of the field. There's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreless in game number 2. The 1-1. Back to Vandervlucht. The throw dropped by Hendershot. E3.
Now batting number 26, Destiny Rogers.
Destiny Rogers is the batter with a runner on first base. Runner on the move as Maxwood steals second base. Destiny Rogers in game 1 was 0 for 2. And she got ahead of the pitch and she slices it foul, left side and out of play. A ball and a strike. Adrian has a runner on second base. Elena Maxwood reached on an error as Rachel Hendershot dropped the throw from pitcher Erin Vandervlucht. Foul ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rachel Hendershot, one of the fan favorites here in the press box. The 1-2 pitch. Inside for ball 2. Adrian in game number 1 scoring 18 times in the 5th inning. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded right under the glove of Saboshnik. Here comes Maxwood. She'll score without a throw. It's an RBI single by Rogers. an unearned run as Maxwood comes in to score. And it's a 1-0 Adrian lead. Jamie Bell, the batter for the Bulldogs.
Now at bat number 17, Jamie Bell. What? Oh, y'all gonna stop laughing at me.
You like purposely don't make your voice lower?
I make my voice low?
Jamie Bell showed bunt. The pitch was low and away. 2-6 on the caught stealing as Destiny Rogers is gunned down. Claudia Sabashnik applies the tag. In the air, short center field. Haley Maynard couldn't get there. This is Natalia Unin.
Now batting number 34, Natalia Unin.
You did it fine.
So Jamie Bell hits the single to center field as it falls right in front of Albion's Haley Maynard. Natalia Unin walked her first time up. She sends the first pitch foul for strike one. The 1-strike pitch bounces in, a ball and a strike. That pitch popped up, and it gets out of play to the top row of the bleachers. In NBA playoffs tonight, Game 5 between Utah and Houston, and the LA Clippers and Golden State. The 1-2 pitch to Unin. Off speed. It's left up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Check swing. Did she go? An appeal to Linda Hoover on the bases says that Unin held up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, that's ball 4. So Unin draws another walk. Jamie Bell advances to second base. Krista Lynch is the batter. And now we have an out on the base paths again. Jamie Bell. So Jamie Bell released too soon, so there's... And that is sent to deep left field. For the double. Oh, shoot. So Krista Lynch is the batter with the runner on second base after the double by Union. Krista Lynch grounded it to a double play her first time up. Swing and a miss. In the National Hockey League tonight, we have a Game 7 between Carolina and Washington. Popped up. Lauren Boer makes the catch. So for Adrian, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left on base after 3 innings. It's Adrian 1, Albion no score. Aaron Vandervlucht leads it off for Albion in the 4th inning.
Number 4, Aaron Vandervlucht.
Aaron flied out to left field her first time up. Aaron takes a strike. 1-0. Adrian on top of Albion in game number 2 as we go to the 4th inning. Aaron sends a shot to the left center gap. And Aaron Vandervlucht has herself a stand-up double.
At bat, number 24, Grace Connolly.
Grace Connolly fly to center. Her first time up. Grace Connolly takes ball 1. Grace Connolly takes a strike. It's 1-1. There's ball 2. The 2-1 pitch in the air to right. That's over the right fielder's head. Here comes Aaron Vandervlucht with Albion's first run of the day. It's a 1-1 ball game as Grace Connolly doubles to right field. And Rachel Hendershot will be the batter.
Now batting, number 12, Rachel Hendershot.
as Hendershot fouled the first pitch.
Yeah, that was only.
The pitch left outside. Should be a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That is in the air, deep left field, to the fence.
Yeah, right.
And Grace Connolly will end up on third base, the double by Hendershot. And Lauren Boer will be the batter.
Now at bat number 9, Lauren Boer.
The first pitch to Boer is taken for ball 1. And then a foul ball to make it 1-1.
If you need some help, Matt, right over there. I mean, I'm not talking right now. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I just gotta get like the flow.
It's a 1-1 ball game. Nobody out for Albion in the 4th. As Boer fouls it back to the screen for strike 2. Albion has scored for the first time today. The 1-2 is tapped foul onto home plate. Boer stays alive. Boer flied out to center her first time up. Boer, a fly ball, deep left, home run! Lauren Boer, the 3-run shot. And Albion takes a 4-1 lead in game number 2. And Adrian will bring its coach out with her lineup card. We'll have some changes for the Bulldogs. Paige Cubberly started the game at first base. She now moves over to pitcher. The designated player, Kylene Wilson, takes over at first base. Rebecca Rodriguez, a chopper up the middle for a base hit. And Claudia Saboshnik is the batter.
Now batting, number 5, Claudia Shubashnik.
The one-strike pitch to Saboshnik is left outside. It's 1-1. That pitch clips the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Albion has staked Aaron Vandervlucht to a 4-1 lead in game number 2. Ground ball to the shortstop. 6-4. 3 double play. That ends the inning. But Albion scores 4 runs. Oops. Sorry. 2 outs in the inning. And Savannah Spring is the batter. And Spring takes a strike. Savannah singled her first time up. A swinging strike. No balls and 2 strikes. That's left outside. A ball and 2 strikes. And Spring taps it foul to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Doubles by Vandervlucht and Conley and Hendershot. Lauren Boer cleared the bases with a home run. The 1-2. And the catcher doesn't come up with it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is fouled off over the Albion dugout. And that was well inside. And the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lauren Boer hit her second home run of the season. RBI 10, 11, and 12. And the payoff pitch. Spring draws the walk. The inning continues for Skylar Herman.
At bat, number 14, Skylar Herman.
Skylar 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly ball to left. There's a strike. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch left low and away. The 2-1. Ball 3. Much to the chagrin of the Adrian fans. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Skylar Herman draws the walk. Savannah Spring moves over to second. Back-to-back walks issued by Paige Cubberly. And Camille Roloff will be the batter. Actually, the Britons will go to the lineup card. Albion will summon Casey Rossi off the bench to bat in place of Camille Roloff.
Now batting number 8, Casey Rossi.
Casey Rossi, the 9th Briton to bat in the inning, and she takes ball 1. Casey Rossi 0 for 1 with a strikeout in game number 1. Rossi takes strike right down Michigan Avenue. A ball and a strike. 2 out in the Albion 4th inning. The Britons have scored 4 to take a 4-1 lead. To Hopper to the shortstop. Her throw gets Rossi. But the Britons get 4 runs on 5 hits. And the Britons left 2 on base. After 3.5, it's Albion 4, Adrian 1. Paige Cubberly, Katie Connolly, Kylene Wilson due up for Adrian in the 4th inning.
Batting for Adrian, number 27, Paige Cubberly.
The Lauren Boer 3-run home run powering Albion to a 4-1 lead in game 2. Cubberly takes ball 1. She flied out to left her first time up. 2 balls, no strikes. So for the spectator in the press box, it is a 4-2-1 lead. The 2-0 pitch. There's a called strike on the outside corner. The 2-1 pitch. Missing low, ball 3. The 3-1. Grounded to second base. Nice pickup by Roloff to get Cubberly by a step. Katie Connolly grounded out to shortstop her first time up.
Katie Connolly.
Popped him up. Roloff calling, making the catch. 2 out. And now Kylene Wilson playing first base now for Adrian. She came on to play first base in the top half of the inning. Off-speed pitch, left low for ball one. That's left outside, ball two. Ball three, left outside.
The most runs in an inning in like softball history for a college softball was 18 runs in one inning. The max before that was 16.
Wilson draws the walk on 4 pitches. Infinity Rogers, a strikeout victim. Her first time up is the 2-out batter,
Number 28, Infinity Rogers.
with the runner on first base. And the pitch left down low for ball one. Ground ball knocked down by Vandervlucht. The throw dug out by Hendershot. No runs, no hits, a runner left on base, and Albion will take a 4-1 lead to the 5th inning. You're watching Albion softball. Aaron Vandervlucht leads it off for Albion in the 5th inning. The count is a ball and 2 strikes. Between innings, I received the score in the Albion women's tennis match. Senior Lauren Solano goes out a winner at number 1 singles. She wins 6-2, 6-2. But St. Mary's takes the match over Albion 8-1. Vandervlucht, a hard ground ball to shortstop. But Krista Lynch makes the play. 1 down in the Albion half of the 5th inning.
Now at bat, number 24, Grace Connolly.
Grace Connolly doubled and scored her last time up. The first pitch to Connolly is taken for a strike. Grace 1 for 2 in the game with a run scored. That pitch left low and away. Ball 1. One hopper to third base. Infinity Rogers makes the play. 2 out. Rachel Hendershot doubled and scored her last time up, as Grace Connolly provides some instruction as she goes back to the dugout. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Albion. 1 run, 3 hits, an error for Adrian. Sharp ground ball up the middle, a base hit for Rachel Hendershot. The inning continues for Lauren Boer, who delivered the 3-run home run her last time up.
Now at bat number 9, Lauren Boer.
Albion leading 4-1 in the 5th. Ball 1, low and outside. Ball 2 delivered to Boer. Boer was jammed by the pitch. She powers it foul over the backstop. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out in the Albion half of the 5th inning. Boer jammed again, and she sends a foul ball to the catcher. No runs, 1 hit, a runner left on base. After 4.5, 4-1 Albion. Bottom of the 5th inning for Adrian. Elena Maxud to lead it off, to be followed by Destiny Rogers, and then back to the top of the order to Jamie Bell. Elena Maxud reached when first base Rachel Hendershot dropped a throw. Maxud came around to score. Maxud takes a strike. Maxud pops it up. Lauren Boer comes back and makes the catch. Lauren Boer probably a step away from the backstop. And she makes the catch on the foul pop of Elena Maxud for the out. Destiny Rogers, an RBI single. She was caught stealing. The pitch bounces in front of home plate for ball 1. So in women's tennis today, it was St. Mary's defeating Albion 8-1. Lauren Solano wins her final career match. as Destiny Rogers turns on that last pitch and she sends it foul. Major League Baseball today, final score, Colorado defeating Washington 9-5. Texas and Oakland are 5-5 in the 8th. Off-speed pitch is fouled for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A final score in the majors today, San Diego defeating Seattle 1-0. And in the 8th inning, San Francisco leading Toronto 4-0. So that's the out-of-town scoreboard. The 1-2. Line drive to left center. And it's a stand-up double for Destiny Rogers.
At bat, number 17, Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell, the batter. Jamie Bell takes a strike. The 1-strike pitch in the air. Savannah Spring makes the catch in left center. 2 down. Natalia Unin. 1 for 1. A walk and a double.
Now batting, number 34, Natalia Unin.
Off-speed pitch taken for strike 1. The 1-strike pitch fouled back to the screen for strike 2. The Tigers tonight in Boston, that is a 7:10 start at Fenway Park. The Tigers taking 2 from the Red Sox last night. The 0-2 pitch rolls up to home plate. Can you believe the World Series champions are 9-15? Popped him up to short center field. Long run. Great sliding catch in center field by Haley Maynard. 1 hit, 1 left on for Adrian. In the 5th inning, still 4-1 Albion after 5.
At bat for Albion College, number 7, Rebecca Rodriguez.
It'll be the bottom third of the order. In the 6th inning, Rodriguez, Sabashnik, Spring. Rodriguez, 1 for 2. She's popped up to shortstop and singled. The pitch, called strike on the outside corner. The pitch left outside. It's 1-1. Who knew at this point of the season the Tigers would be 12-10? The 1-1. Rodriguez takes a strike. The Tigers enter play today a game and a half behind Minnesota in the AL Central. The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Rodriguez went fishing at a pitch outside. Claudia Sabashnik, 0 for 2. She grounded into a 6-4-3 double play her last time up.
Number 5, Claudia Sabashnik.
And Sabashnik takes a strike. Sabashnik leaves the pitch down low. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Sabashnik takes the pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Game number 1, Adrian, a 23-0 win. Game 2 has been a different story. Albion 4, Adrian 1. The 2-2 pitch. Sabashnik fouls it back to the screen to stay alive. And Sabashnik is punched out on strikes as Cubberly comes to the inside corner. Savannah Spring now batting. She is number 6.
Now batting, number 6, Savannah Spring.
Spring moves up in the batter's box, looks at ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is left outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. Spring takes a strike on the inside corner. The 2-1. Left inside for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Grounded through the hole on the left side. Savannah Spring gets her 2nd single of the game. The single through the left side. Skylar Herman, the batter. Skylar 0 for 2. She walked her last time up. She has struck out looking, and she's flied to left. The pitch down low for ball 1. Other games in softball, Hope leading Shrine 4-1 in the 4th. There's a strike. It's 1-1. Hope trying to salvage a split with Trine. Trine was a Game 1 winner, 8-1. Ball 2 up high. Calvin defeated Kalamazoo 5-3 in Game 1. Ball 3, low and away. Actually, Calvin sweeping the doubleheader from Kalamazoo. It was Calvin 10, Kalamazoo 2 in 5 innings in Game 1. Game 2, Calvin 5-3. Herman sends a fly ball to center field. And Katie Connolly is there to haul it in. 1 hit, 1 left for Albion in the 6th. We've played 5.5. Albion 4, Adrian 1. Lauren McCullough will lead it off for Adrian. We're in the 6th inning. McCullough hitting for Lynch. And Vandervlucht starts with a pitch, clipping the outside corner for strike 1. Popped him up. Foul territory. But the ball will get out of play. 2 strikes. In Game 1, Lauren McCullough drew a bases-loaded walk for an RBI. She drew 2 walks. She scored twice. The 2-strike pitch is left well outside. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 swung on, fouled back to the screen as McCullough leans over the plate to spoil the pitch by Vandervlucht. That pitch bounces in, ball 2. The 2-2 pitch swung on, fouled back to the screen. Remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Don't forget to join me tomorrow, 2 o'clock, Albion baseball against Hope. The 2-2 pitch swung on. Sent in the air, left field. Savannah Spring is there to make the catch. 1 down. Paige Cubberly is 0 for 2. She's a flied out to left and grounded to second base.
At bat, number 27, Paige Cubberly.
Vandervlucht likes the sign from Boer. The pitch, a swing and a miss. A swing and a miss for strike two.
I don't know.
The two-strike pitch is left outside. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 swung on, fouled to the screen.
I mean, I could not be more excited for them, though.
The 1-2 is fouled back to the screen. (4-1) Albion in the 6th inning of game number 2. Swung on, and Coverly is shopping at the left center gap. She heads for second, and she'll be there with the stand-up double. Now Katie Connolly, 0 for 2, but here comes the coach with her lineup card. We'll have a pinch runner for Coverly. That will be Ashley Lennington.
Now batting, number 14, Katie Connolly.
Who came in 3?
3. So Ashley Lennington will run for Coverly at second base. And the pitch outside for ball 1. Paige Coverly delivered hit number 5 for Adrian in game number 2. Ball 2 delivered down low. If Connolly reaches, Adrian will send the tying run to the plate. The 2-0 pitch, grounded to second. And Roloff goes to first base to get the out. 2 out. Lennington advances to third base. And Kylene Wilson is the batter.
Now batting, number 5, Kylene Wilson.
Kylene Wilson 0 for 1. A line out to right field and a walk. Called strike 1, off speed, outside corner. Aaron has thrown a lot of off-speed pitches to keep Adrian off balance. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive off the glove of Hendershot. That's an RBI single by Wilson, and it's a 4-2 ball game as Lennington scores.
Now batting for Adrian, number 28, Infinity Rogers.
Infinity Rogers batting. And Rogers represents the tying run in a 4-2 game. Rogers, fly ball short left. Savannah Spring runs, makes the catch. Albion 3 outs away from the doubleheader split. 1 run, 2 hits, a runner left on base. After 6, 4-2 Albion. Emily Baldus has come on to pitch for Adrian College. We are in the top of the 7th inning. Vandervlucht hits a ground ball to short. 6-3 goes the putout. 2 outs for Grace Connolly. Grace Connolly, 1 for 3. She doubled and scored in the 4th. And a line drive to second base. The Britons go 3 up and 3 down. Well, the Britons 3 outs away from getting a doubleheader split. Madison Buddy will pinch hit for Maxud to lead off the 7th inning. Albion 3 outs away from getting a split of this doubleheader. 3 outs away from its first MIAA win of the season. As Buddy takes ball 1, Albion 3 outs away from snapping a 22-game losing skid. Off-speed pitch taken for a strike. Madison Buddy was 1 for 3 with an RBI in game number 1. Lined foul. Out of play. A ball, 2 strikes as Buddy saw that off-speed pitch. Buddy saw that off-speed pitch, and she jumped all over it, and she got so far ahead of it, she sent that foul. The 1-2 pitch. Foul tip. The 1-2 pitch to Buddy. Lifted. Shortstop. Saboshnik goes out, makes the catch. Destiny Rogers batting with 1 out.
Now batting is number 26, Destiny Rogers.
Were you more nervous than them?
I want this so badly for them.
Rogers takes the pitch high for ball 1. Adrian, a 23-0 winner in game 1. Somehow Albion has come back to lead game 2 4-2, 2 outs away. In the air, deep center field. A fly ball to center for the second out. And Jamie Bell is the final hope for Adrian College.
Now batting, number 17, Jamie Bell.
Dan, if you want, I can do this one. Just tell me what to do. Okay.
I got you, bud. I got it. The pitch. Taken for strike one.
Ian, he's telling you what to hit.
The one strike pitch. Grounded to Vandervlucht. The underhand throw. And Albion. This one belongs to the Britons. A 4-2 victory in game number 2.
It's all because of us. You're in score. Albion 4, Adrian. Can I see that?
I'll get you. So the final numbers for game number 2 for Albion: 4 runs, 8 hits, and an error. The Britons left 6 on base. For Adrian, 2 runs, 6 hits, and error. And the Bulldogs stranded 6. Erin Vandervlucht, the winning pitcher. And she improves to 2-15 on the season. So that's our final Albion softball broadcast of the season. The Britons breaking a 22-game skid with the Game 2 victory. We hope to see you tomorrow. The Briton baseball team takes on Hope College at 2 o'clock start. Until then, good night, everybody.